Retirement and being comfortable during this retirement period takes a lot of planning. Yes, in order for you to get into retirement and enjoy that time without too much stresses, you really have to make an effort and put into place a plan. Hi, my name is Subongile and thank you for stopping by on this channel. If you are returning, thank you again for your support. I really appreciate. And on this channel, we talk about everything retirement, your health, your wealth, this period where you have chosen to leave the workforce at an earlier age. I am one person who chose to retire early. I wanted the time to myself. I wanted to do exactly what I want to do when I want. And what better way to do it than get off the workforce early? But it takes a lot of planning. And this is what we're going to talk about today. When you get to my age, I am just a couple of months shy of 63, and you haven't planned for your retirement, what you're gonna do, how you're gonna make a living, what exactly will you be doing in that time when you're off the workforce. If you haven't gotten to this stage with a plan, well, I hate to say it, it just might be too late. You really have to get to this stage later on in your life when there is a plan already in motion, so that you are not struggling or stranded. What should you be doing in your younger life, your younger self, in order for you to prepare for this time of retirement? Let's talk about that. Now that we're talking about this period of retirement, and you want to retire, and especially if you want to retire early, what is it that you have to do in preparation for this eventuality? You've probably heard it before, but I'll say it again. Save, save, save. Save as much as possible in your younger years. Invest. Diversify your portfolios. Bottom line, start early. Have this habit of saving. You have the advantage of time. The longer you keep your investments, the more chances that your returns would be better. So save, save, save. I wish I had gotten this lesson about saving in my younger years, to take it seriously, to aggressively save. I would maybe have fared a lot better than I have done in this retirement. So to you younger people, you have the advantage of time. Please make it a habit. Make it a habit. Be comfortable with saving. Be diligent. Don't give in. Don't give up. Do it. In the long run, it's going to pay off. Create or open up an investment portfolio. Read about it. Learn about investing. Educate yourself. Invest in real estate. You can pay an advisor if you'd like to learn about investing, or just go ahead and teach yourself. Make sure you're paid for what you are worth. Create a second income stream. And it can be a hobby. Just like I like gardening, I could have that as a second income stream. Use your many skills and talents to earn you some extra income. We have beautiful granadillas that are growing here. We're going to harvest. Yay! But the next point that I would like you to take note of is to not pile up debt. Please, please, please do not pile up debt. It is very difficult to dig yourself out of debt once you start accumulating it. It's very easy to get credit cards, especially when you're living abroad. Please be mindful of not accumulating debt. It is your downfall towards retiring early or being able to accumulate wealth. I couldn't emphasize that enough. Do not rely on credit or credit cards. They are very easy to accumulate. The interest always high, especially if you're poor at managing your debt. So do not accumulate those cards. They're very easy to get, but very difficult to get out of that deep hole once you get in there. If you miss payments, the interest rates go up and the amount owing just jumps to uncontrollable levels. When you overstretch yourself financially, it will take a toll on your health. You will not sleep well, thinking, how am I going to pay that credit card? How am I going to meet that financial obligation? You find yourself not eating right because you're trying to keep the money to help this person or that person. You neglect your own health while putting all your effort in what you believe is uplifting the family. We're all guilty of doing that, especially women of color. Women who look just like me. We feel that we have this duty to take care of others. Always count on the unexpected to happen. Your car will break down. You might fall. You might slip and fall. You might just become ill. Plan on the unexpected happening. We are not immune just because we're young. We are not immune to things happening in our life, things that are beyond our control. So plan on that happening. You're not an exception. You're just like any one of the people that have had mishaps in their lives. You can also lose your job anytime. You can be told you're fired. Your contract can be terminated anytime. And if you haven't had that ability to plan and make sure that you have a reserve by saving, you get yourself in big trouble at that moment. The idea of working into your later years is something that I always knew I didn't want to do. I always knew without a plan. I knew I wanted to retire early and have the rest of my living years doing what I want, where I want, when I want. What I should have done in my younger years was to be more rigorous, aggressively saving, in making more investments in real estate, stocks, and what have you. I knew I wanted to retire early. The biggest thing that I know is someone who's been young. Old age was way out there. That wasn't me. It was, someone else getting older. I never saw myself being the old person. I never saw myself being retired and struggling financially. I never saw myself having to try and figure out, how am I going to pay for that bill? But had I strategically invested, put up plans on how I would manage my retirement financially, I would have done better. So I gotta tell you, if you are young, please take note, take heed, and put that plan in motion now. You're 25, 30, you're planning to retire maybe when you get to 55, 60. It is not that far. It looks far, sounds far when you say it, but trust me, ain't that far. So get that plan rolling. Get it in motion. Whatever sound investment you make in your younger years, it will be some good chunk of change years later. A house appreciates value in most cases. Stocks go up and down, but overall, there is usually a gain. Just make sure you educate yourself on the investment and keep yourself informed. When making financial decisions, take the emotion out of the equation. Most women, especially black women, carry this savior backpack on our backs. We literally will move a mountain to help one of ours. We break our backs to help children, grandchildren, siblings, the extended family. We forget us. We forget we have our own bills. We forget we have our own health to take care of. We have our own homes to take care of. We completely immerse ourselves into taking care of everybody else. And I'm speaking to you directly, women of color. We are so guilty of doing that. We even forget we need to buy our own groceries. We use the last penny we have to bail out a family member. Been there, done that. What are the reasons we come up with not to save? Here's some of the reasons. I don't have a good paying job. I'm not making enough money to save. Have you heard that one? I don't know how to go about saving or investing. Yeah, we all say that. I have so many people to take care of. I am left with nothing to save. The list goes on and on and on. But stop putting all those barriers and excuses. Start planning. Plan ahead. Do not wait till you are old. Have a vision of where you want to be or where you'd like to see yourself. It's not that far away. If you're planning in the next 10, 15 years you're going to be retired, start having the plan now. You're almost late. It may seem like it's so far, but you'll be surprised to wake up one day 15 years older. Do not waste time looking back and having so much pain on what might have been. Do not waste time looking back. That bag of regrets is just waiting for you to open it up, and then it will weigh you down. You lose focus. There's so much grief of what your life could have been that you start telling yourself. Look at the life that you have now. Find ways to improve it. Enjoy each moment, or at least try to, and keep the focus on tomorrow's plan. Once you retire, don't just sit around. You definitely will be bored sitting around. Create new activities. Learn a new skill. Learn how to swim, play the guitar, learn to ride a bike. Good exercise. Do what it is that you like. that which you have been putting aside for years and years and years. Now you have the time. Go ahead and do it. It gets harder as you get older to be hired in any job. So find ways to create income. That hobby that you like, can it get you some income? Whatever it is. Can it keep you busy? Can it get you an income? Just don't sit around. Keep learning. So I hope this conversation does help you in your quest to be an early retiree. But keep in mind, the planning starts now. In the meantime, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.